How to start cryptocurrency investing in 2019, so let's mine away. Hello guys, BitTruth here. Today we're going to talk about how to actually start investing in cryptocurrencies and how to actually, start your own cryptocurrency journey, with Bitcoin along with the other cryptocurrencies. Today we're going to teach you all about tips and tricks, how to start out, the methods and everything you need to know in this short video. So let's start. So the first thing you need to know about cryptocurrency investing is that you need to choose a device. Now this is going to be a bit funny because some people actually don't have a laptop. I don't know how I will live a life without a laptop or a desktop computer, so actually I use desktop right now. So for example, if you're using a phone, I'm going to show you the methods right now and for desktop computers, so everyone will be happy. So firstly, with phones you don't have a lot of variety and you have a lot of limitations and it's not secure anyways, so in terms of security really lacking behind. Now there are two applications that I think they're the only ones in terms of investing in Robinhood. You have one, you have the other one, Coinbase. Now Coinbase is only for cryptocurrencies, Robinhood is only for stocks and cryptocurrencies. But the problem with these ones, that Robinhood is only in the US, Coinbase is in the US along with about 30 countries, and most of these countries do not allow like any deposits of fiat currencies, so you cannot send your euro, for example, from whatever country out there, for example France. You cannot send some money via wire transfer or credit card to buy cryptocurrencies, but you can withdraw cryptocurrencies. So different countries, different regulations, and sometimes Coinbase actually adds another countries, sometimes they don't, so it really depends, and both require tough KYC, know your customer regulation. Now regulation is one of the most important things and one of the most things that really deter investors in the cryptocurrency community, because some people do not want to actually show their identity in any way, shape or form, or download passports or any confidential information. So KYC is really tough on phones, but on desktop you have really a lot of free ways to actually do stuff. So Robinhood also doesn't allow you to send cryptocurrencies outside their exchange. Now yes, they have free trading fees, you can actually make money, that's only in the US, but you cannot really take that cryptocurrency, for example Bitcoin, and deposit it on Coinbase or any other platform, so you're really stuck on Robinhood. And if you're using Coinbase or Robinhood, you have to submit tax formats, and it's really complicated. If you're in the US, tax forms can be a bit complicated submitting them to the IRS, and sometimes they can actually be abusive by these exchanges. Sometimes they actually will ban you from the exchange for some unknown reasons. So we had a lot of people that contact us in the cryptocurrency community talking about tax forms and how they really affected them in terms of investing and freedom of withdrawing their money. And sometimes it's not like submitting your tax forms, for example, when you're having to submit tax income. These exchanges can actually abuse power and do problems, but the good thing about these exchanges somewhat is that they're secure and they're regulated in terms of from the government, the US government and other governments hopefully, but they have a lot of fees. So in terms of that, you are limited on phones. Now of course the other way around, when you're using PC and laptop, you are not limited to those. You can use them, you can use Coinbase and Robinhood, but I've made a video not too long ago about how to buy Bitcoin anonymously for people who do not like KYC, and also non-KYC ways and also non-anonymous ways. So there's a lot of ways, and on computer you have much more freedom, much more options, and much more ways. Now as you can see here on Coinbase, you buy via credit card or bank, wire transfers, and you buy Bitcoin and everything is easy. And after you buy that Bitcoin, what you do is actually a long procedure, so if you can keep focused would be really good. So wherever you bought your Bitcoin, whether through a Discord group or anything, from anyone or peer-to-peer, you buy that Bitcoin, you send it. You have two ways to sending it. You can send it to a desktop wallet, like Exodus and Jax. Now I suggest Exodus because in terms of investing, Exodus has been the longest, I think longer than Jax, and they are much more secure and much more people are using Exodus, so I would suggest Exodus, and there's a billion other options, so it's all open, or you can send it to another exchange like Binance. Now of course the US investors, okay, cannot actually access Binance because it has been banned, but of course, okay, there's other exchanges like HitBTC I'm using currently, so you have a couple options. So what you're doing, okay, you're sending the Bitcoin that you bought to actually a desktop wallet, and you keep it in there for a short amount of time. But desktop wallets and exchanges are no way safe. Now I made the best Bitcoin wallets, okay, to use in 2019. I made that video, okay, you can watch it on the card above right here on the right, so you can actually see what's the best for you. Now the best wallet, okay, in terms of using is ones that are hardware wallets, ones that are, you know, offline. So one of these options can fall under the Ledger Nano S. Okay, of course none of these wallets are secure, but there's better options than others. Now, okay, you bought that Bitcoin, you either send it to other exchanges and buy altcoins or other cryptocurrencies to diversify, or send your only Bitcoin, if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, to one of these, you know, desktop wallets, and you can sit right there. Now there are other ways of actually doing with cryptocurrencies. There are some people that will tell you, what other coins do I buy? Okay, I bought some Bitcoin, I sent it to another crypto to crypto exchange like Binance or HitBTC, KuCoin, you have a ton of these. Okay, so what do you buy? So now here I am on CoinMarketCap. It's one of the websites that shows you, you know, all the cryptocurrencies nearly, okay, listed, and they show you all the, you know, details, information for beginners, okay, and traders, professionals. Anyways, you can see right here, these are the top 20 cryptocurrencies, excluding 2 cryptocurrencies. These are the top 18. So these are cryptocurrencies with larger market cap, with more backing, with more exchanges listings, more volume, more market cap, so all that stuff. So I suggest as a starter you stick to those cryptocurrencies, or even the top 10, even securing even more, so you can actually be more safer, more, you know, putting yourself in a position where it's harder to actually lose money, you know, put cryptocurrencies, okay, on the side and actually diversifying other than only Bitcoin, because at any moment Ethereum could go to $300 for any other reason. Okay, there's a lot of factors, so I'm going to also talk about them. Now the other thing I want to talk about, okay, is the scammers. Now no matter how many, okay, websites you go, or types, or ventures, or stock market, or cryptocurrencies, there's always going to be that sector where, you know, you have all these scammers. So there will be groups online, do not join them, okay, certain groups that are for trading, pumps and dumps, any of these keywords I'm, you know, giving right now, be worried, or you will be DM'd by people, okay, who are weird scammers coming out of nowhere. They will show you, oh, I made some $1,349 on this trade, wow, as if that exists. Okay, and it's all, you know, fake, and they edit it out so they can actually scam you by taking your money, trying to teach you or show you something that doesn't exist, and, you know, you cannot get a refund on that money. So be worried about these sectors. You can join our Discord server. We do not talk about trading, okay, and these types of practices. We more like talk about mining, okay, and we more talk about, you know, helping people, okay, in terms of getting into cryptocurrencies. For example, you're entering into cryptocurrencies, you bought, for example, such and such, maybe you want to buy another cryptocurrency anonymously, maybe you want to actually ask about mining rigs. We all do that on our Discord server, so we will have a link down in the description. Now the next thing what you need to do is actually what to do. So you have bought the cryptocurrencies, okay, you have bought Bitcoin, you have actually diversified to other cryptocurrencies. So now I'll show you about 4 strategies that you could use. These are really simple, everyone knows them, so no problems, no hard feelings. So the first one is selling by target price. So for example, let's say you have some Ethereum, okay, and Ethereum went to $300, okay, you want to sell, okay, at a certain price. For example, you bought at $160 and your price target to sell that at $200. No matter how much time it takes, even a year, 2 years, okay, depending on your investment options and depending on your actually strategy, okay, you sell at that price target at $200. Okay, there's another method, another than the whole price target thing. Now this method is the least favorable method I would use, but of course options are open, and this is selling by date. For example, selling on August the 1st or selling by September the 1st 2019. So you're selling on a date. You bought, for example, in July some Bitcoin, you want to sell on another month. Now of course, what's the drawbacks? For example, let's say you bought cryptocurrencies at $10,000 per Bitcoin, and then it went down to $9,000. Well, it's going to automatically sell and you're going to lose $1,000. That's not the best strategy, so stay away from this. Now the next strategy is actually what I really use. This is one of the best ways, and it is trading by fundamentals. Okay, you buy cryptocurrencies, you actually go and, you know, for example, let's say a piece of news comes out, an exchange listing of certain cryptocurrency comes out. Your cryptocurrency that you bought and diversified into is going to increase in value because, you know, there's a certain piece of news, a breakthrough, an acquisition, something like that. For example, right here, as you can see down here, okay, I'm selling based on price target. I'm not selling based on dates or fundamentals. This is one of the cryptocurrencies, for example, you would buy it, okay, in terms of prices. For example, it has gone down by 15%, and it's one of the biggest cryptocurrencies, and you would get into, okay, and of course before you get into, you want to know why it has gone down, why is it going down. Sometimes there would be a reason, sometimes rarely there would be no reason. Okay, maybe a whale dropped on the market. So as you can see, price target 2307 satoshis. I sold at that price target. It's actually partially filled, so have to wait a couple hours from now to actually get it fully sold. Now the next strategy, this is the worst strategy that you will ever see, and it is a pseudoscience, and it doesn't practically exist. It's just a psychological factor. It's called technical analysis. Now of course you might have saw it somewhere on the news, on a magazine, on any piece of paper, newspaper, anything. Okay, and it is like technical analysis where they're showing you a couple patterns, okay, of the price target. For example, right here they have like technical analysis. They would take, you know, a couple lines, they will do like an upward channel trend, and then they would like post it online and showing you, you know, the results. You know, for example, Bitcoin will go to $20,000, and then it doesn't go to $20,000, it goes to 9,500, and basically everyone lost, basically, you know, depending on these technical analysis charts. These are one of the worst ways you can actually trade cryptocurrencies. Now I use them, okay, every once in a while, okay, just to actually, you know, sometimes you don't have really much of a, you know, a position in terms of fundamentals, because sometimes, you know, news do not come out. Sometimes you have news that come out that are really vague and do not do anything. So you're going to do everything in your power to actually use technical analysis. It's not my way, but of course some people would use different stuff. So it's the least favorable option. It's even worse than selling by date. So that's one of the things. So if I want to give any beginner tips, anything that could help you, okay, in terms of, you know, buying cryptocurrencies, trading cryptocurrencies, mining cryptocurrencies. I've been in the cryptocurrency market for 3 years, and 2020 will be actually the 4th year. So it's really actually a really happy, you know, ride to be in cryptocurrency space. Now, for beginner tips, I wish I actually adopted these, because it would be less losses that I have incurred over the years, so it actually will help you. Now there are 2 books I recommend: the Bitcoin Standard, okay, the decentralized alternative to central banking. This is a really good book. It will actually teach you about really the fundamentals of Bitcoin and really the base. You need to build a base around investing in cryptocurrencies, buying cryptocurrencies, trading cryptocurrencies. You need to understand, you need to build a base, and then you build whatever you want on top of it. And another book by Andreas Antonopoulos, okay, one of the best books, The Internet of Money, will teach you literally from tip to toe, okay, whatever that means, okay, about Bitcoin and digital currencies, which is really interesting. So these are one of the 2 best books, and the reason why you need to read books in the cryptocurrency space, and I'm not talking about stock market because that's a different market, different people, different conditions, different factors. Okay, the reason why you need to read books is to actually expand your comfort zone, expand your knowledge, expand your base, because if you're trying to build anything without a base, everything will fall. If you do not know why Bitcoin exists, why Bitcoin basically, how it works, or blockchain technology, you will not, trade anything. You will be basically clueless. And reading those books, adopting these strategies actually give you a leg up on most investors that are coming in, so it will really help you. The next thing is to actually stick to the top 20 in the first 30-60 days of your investing journey. I suggest to stick to these top 20 cryptocurrencies. When you start learning more, watching more videos, actually reading more articles, reading more books, you will actually start to understand other cryptocurrencies. You will start to understand the fundamentals, start to understand how everything works, the regulation, the factors, everything. So after that, I do not suggest as a beginner the first 3 months of your journey to engage in trading. Trading is one of the worst strategies for beginners. I see a lot of beginners trying to start trading out of scratch. Now I've made a video, it's literally basic, about how to make $100 a day trading. Now it's not really guaranteed because it's a beginner's guide and it's using technical analysis, one of my least favorable ways, but a lot of people pressuring me to do videos on these types of ways, so I have to actually make a video for those people, those sectors that really want to learn how to start as beginners. But as a beginner, I suggest totally to forget trading. Just invest. If the price increases to a price target, you can sell, and you can actually understand how you're actually buying and selling. You can understand what exchanges to use, what not to use. Online scams that will try to scam you, and you stay away from them. And the last tip that I did not really put a photo of is actually do not go anywhere near Bitcoin or cryptocurrency gambling. That's the worst way to actually start your cryptocurrency journey. I see a lot of people going on these websites, dropping $1,000, then telling me, why did I lose that money? I was just trying, they're saying that you can win $10,000, isn't that Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is not about gambling. Bitcoin is the asset, is the cryptocurrency, is the digital currency. But of course some people are using it for other forms, and just like the US dollar, you can go and gamble your dollars in Las Vegas or something. So depends on really your strategies. I suggest as beginner tips to adopt those and actually to stick to those after that. So thank you guys for watching this video by BitTruth, and I hope you enjoyed the whole video process. And more than that, guys, if you have any questions or inquiries, join our Discord server, link down in the description to actually learn about everything. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next video.